Hello everyone, this is Keith Morris, aka PhatFingerzzz, with another video for you. Real talk, let's ride. Taking this trip to Hagerstown from Upper Marlboro, Maryland and Prince George's County to Hagerstown, which is on the other side of the state. Hagerstown is real close to the Pennsylvania and West Virginia line. So it should be a good little ride. It's around morning time, so I tried to time it to be after rush hour, which is which I stated in early videos. If you're driving in the DC, Maryland, Virginia metropolitan area, that timing is everything. That's half the game. Pick the right time, you can get to most places you need to be in a decent amount of time. If you don't, a 15-minute ride could be an hour and a half, and I'm not exaggerating. So, it is what it is, but it's a beautiful morning, 50 degrees outside, so it's not too cold. We've had a tough winter this year, so even for spring, I'll take 50 any day of the week. But the traffic is not that bad. It's really moving. And I'll give you an update a little later as we move up and down the road. But maybe I'll let you guys experience what I see as I go down these mean streets on the Beltway 95 North. As right now, I'm near exit 22, so that's near Greenbelt, Maryland. Still in Prince George's County, but it's getting towards the northern part of the county, getting ready to go into Montgomery County. So here's my view right now. What's traditional is that, when I say traditional, it means that what I'm trying to say is that most of the time when you get to a certain point in Montgomery County, like that Bethesda corridor, that area, it gets kind of hectic. It's around Silver Spring before you get to Bethesda. And I have every reason to believe it's going to be that same way this morning, and it doesn't matter what time of the day or night. It's just a bottleneck. I don't even know how people make it going to work of having to go that route, this route. I mean, every morning and deal with this during rush hour. It's got to be unnerving and crazy, but hopefully we won't have it too bad today. So as we get closer, now we're almost out of Prince George's County. Exit 25 means you're in Laurel and College Park. And yes, that's University of Maryland College Park. The men and the women made it to the dance, but they had a quick, not a quick exit. They both had good runs. Maryland Terrapins women put my Norfolk State Spartan women out of commission on the first round. But the ladies from of Norfolk State, they represented well. I have to say that I was proud of the way they carried themselves. In Maryland, as far as the tournament goes, they did pretty good. Everybody was expecting South Carolina to beat them by 20 or 30 points, and they pretty much held their own most of the game. So good job to the Lady Terps. The men, University of Maryland, they did good as well. They just couldn't rebound, and for the life of me, I couldn't understand why their bigs seemed like they were playing extra soft when they had a good run up to that point. But only 8 teams can make it to the Elite Eight, and only 4 teams can make it to the Final Four. Only 2 teams make it to the championship, and there's only going to be 1 team to be the champion. And so, the second time in NCAA history, all of the number 1 seeds are in the Final Four. That's only the second time in history. So that means that the committee
Stay in the left 4 lanes.
Did a better job of picking than others, but but it should be some interesting games coming up. I can't remember the teams. I know I think it's Auburn, Alabama, and Duke and Houston. Those are the 4. So who are you pulling for? I'll probably I'm anti-Duke all the way. Can't stand Duke. But so I'm definitely going for Houston. I'm going for Houston the whole way. I like the way that they play, and their coach, Coach Sampras, I like him. So I'm going for the Houston Cougars. Let's go Houston. H-Town, U of H. Home of Phi Slamma Jamma with Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon. And remember those boys, blast from the past? So that's what I'm going for. I'm going for Houston, the Houston Cougars. So we are now, I say we, you're riding with me, so you're with me, right? You got my back? So we are now in Montgomery County, New Hampshire Avenue. That place is Silver Spring, all day long, every day. As Chuck Schumer would say, 6 days a week and twice on Sunday. Do you think it's time for Chuck to go? Does the Democratic Party need more leadership in the Senate because of what he did? Or are you willing to give him another chance and think that what he did was for the best of not just the party, but the country, to push off a shutdown, which a lot of Republicans probably want anyway, because they get to choose what comes back and if it ever comes back. It probably makes it easier for them to doge their way away. So that's something to look out for. So as you can see, as soon as we hit Montgomery County, the traffic really started to pick up. Again, it's a beautiful day. In my Mr. Rogers voice, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Taking this nice little ride. Thank you for coming aboard, coming along with me. You can see we're getting towards that area that I was telling you about, Silver Spring, Colesville Road. I might have to spend some more time in Silver Spring. They have nice shows and nice events on their town center. Sometimes they'll have go-go bands, and sometimes they'll just have a DJ. And I love when they have their jazz series, because there's a lot of talented musicians in the DC metropolitan area. So I enjoy going out there to the Silver Spring, to that town center they have. And as you can see, the traffic is picking up. We get to that bottleneck, starting to see some tail lights up ahead. There's just like he passed a fire engine. So I'm gonna try to move over and let him by. He's in the fast lane now, so see as you come up here, you're gonna see the Mormon Tabernacle. It's a Mormon church. Strathmore is close to where we are, and I need to hit a concert out there. I've never been to the Strathmore. Here it's a nice little venue. Okay, there's the Montgomery Fire Department. So much for 500 feet. Give the guy a chance to get by, give him some air. What a lot of people do is they get behind a vehicle like that emergency vehicle, and they think they're being slick, but they're letting him clear out all the traffic for them. Okay. So that little area that I was telling you about, I mean, we're already Connecticut Avenue, Chevy Chase, so we're already on a good footing.
In 2 miles, take exit 35 to merge onto I-270 North toward Frederick.
So we're making a good run of it. You know, not much traffic at all. Scheduled to get to where I'm going in Hagerstown a little early, which is always good. County, made it from Prince George's County through Montgomery County. Now we're on our way through to a place called Frederick, taking exit 35 towards Frederick, Maryland, which is another area.
For about 32 miles, continue straight.
So from here, it's going to be smooth sailing for a while because a lot of the traffic, if you notice, it went on 95 or 695 all the way to Virginia. So we don't have to worry about that mess. Georgetown Road, Rockledge, so we're looking good. Whenever you're driving around in Maryland, it's a good idea, or in the DC area, it's a good idea to use Apple Maps or Google Maps or Waze or whatever you prefer if you're not real familiar with the area and times and all that, because knowing when to leave to get somewhere is half the battle. You know, if you can leave somewhere that's, you know, might take you 20 minutes to get there one day, the next day, depending on when you leave, it could be an hour. So it's important to, you know, if you have an appointment or you have something that you have to get to, that you leave at a time that will get you to where you need to be, where you meet the least amount of resistance. At least that's my strategy. Is what I try to do. Or, you know, be prepared to stay in traffic a long time, and sometimes you don't have a choice. But make sure you leave enough time to where you can get where you need to be without being late. Some of these people, you know, they drive crazy because they didn't take heed to that. And they have somewhere to go, and they're willing to risk life and limb to get where they need to go. They don't care about you. They don't care about themselves. Hell hath no fury like a person that's got 2 warnings and they're late for work. Like this person with this Toyota that just made that crazy maneuver. They're probably late, you know, or maybe that's just the way they drive. Who knows? Yeah, baby. So what am I driving today? I have a baby blue Dodge Charger GT. Yes, I love it. It's my baby. I call her BBL Drizzy. Baby blue Dodge. That's what I have today. Yeah, I took the local. I probably should have stayed on the express to go through. That is what you call an unforced error. But you know what? It is such a nice day. I'm not mad, not angry, because I got plenty of time to get to where I need to get. Now, if I was like some of these other Sam sausage heads or Samantha sausage heads that drive reckless because they, like I said, you know, you get 3 strikes and you're out. They're on their second warning at work. Usually it starts with a verbal, then a written, then you get final with a PIP. And they're not trying to get that, so they'll run you over, almost kill you to get to where they're supposed to be, because guess what? They didn't pay attention. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. So we're in Rockville, and it looks good now. So I'm going to turn back around. Let you look at me. So yeah, it's a nice little ride. I got no complaints. It's Beautiful, beautiful. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Will you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? So we're almost out of Montgomery County. It's when you get to the Shady Grove area. And now I'm getting a little, I'm not sure what the name of the county is outside of Silver Spring. Montgomery. I'm sorry, not Silver Spring. Outside of Montgomery County. That's where I get a little foggy. So, but I do know the next town or big town that we get to is gonna be like Frederick, and that's where I'm trying to go. Trying to get to Frederick to get to Hagerstown. So now get back on the expressway. So we're near the area where, I don't know if you guys watch, is it called Real Housewives of Potomac? That area, beautiful homes and all that. That's the territory we're in now, if you were to venture out. On my way to Hagerstown, but I've got to go through Frederick first. Got to go there. And so for now, I'm going to sign out. I'll be back later. Peace.